Again. Alright, so we're going to turn on our dome light here because it is kind of dark in the cockpit. That's not dome light, this is dome light. Alright, we're going to be flying today. First of all, before we even do anything, let's go in here. PMG setup aircraft equipment. We're going to go 2 pages over and put in our heads-up display. Big advantage with this airplane. It's an amazing feature. Sorry, I'm eating a bowl of shreddies here. It's nice and bright early in the morning. Sun's almost up. Gotta go to work in a couple hours, so sorry if my chewing grosses you out, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So we're gonna close this window right here. Turn on our auto throttle. All our systems are working. Turn on your light here. Circuit breakers, and turn those on. I've already set up the whole aircraft. I did it from a cold and dark start. Cold and dark, I think it's called. State. So, set it all, but it takes a while for me. I'm not too sure how to do it fast, so it takes me about 20 minutes, so I just don't want to waste your time and bore you with me pressing a whole bunch of buttons. I can do a tutorial if you guys want a tutorial on how to completely start up this plane from a cold and dark state. It's not hard, it just takes a while and some getting used to. So we're going to be traveling at a speed of 250 nautical miles an hour today, and roughly an altitude of 25,000 feet in the air. It could be 30, but we are going to just, for the sake of the video, going to turn it to 25,000. Autopilot's working. That's how I test it. I don't know if it's how people test it in the real world, but that's how I do it. Set our flaps right now. The flaps 5 for takeoff. We're going to turn our seatbelt. Actually, we won't even do that yet. Turn our chime on though. Just makes so it makes a noise. So we're going to go position initialization, reference airport, cyvr. Turn that in, and we're going to be at gate 18. Alright, so now it knows exactly where we are in the world. We're going to go to our route. Our origin is already computed. Our FMC has already got it in, so we're just going to left click that. Destination is going to be Calgary, Alberta International Airport. So it's going to cyyc is the airport identifier. And we're going to be departing today, I believe runway 8 right, but we're going to open up our air traffic control menu here, tune our ground, and request departure to the east. I think it's going to be 8 right. Yep. Lima 4. Perfect, thank you. Acknowledge. Alright, so now we're gonna go to route, and we're gonna start up at C. We won't even start at CYVR. We're gonna start at Victor. I believe that's what it's called. Romeo. Straight into 4910. Activate. Execute. So it's gonna go. We're gonna go straight from here to there. Hold on, taking another bite of my cereal. Alright. Next one is going to be Maple. Waypoint is going to be MAAIPL. Execute. HE 4923, correct. Yeah, it is. Execute. And then it's going to be YDC. Hold on, another bite. Alright. Next one's going to be Kettle. Next page. Hauser. This is a really short flight. If you guys know Canada at all, it's really just over the Rocky Mountains. It's only about an hour and a half flight from gate to gate, so it's gonna be a nice short flight. If you guys want me to do long flights, I definitely can, but I'm gonna have to break them up into different, in a couple parts. So now we're gonna go Farns, our next waypoint. We're gonna start a descent at Hauser. It's roughly 120 nautical miles away from Calgary, but we're gonna do a nice slow descent into Calgary. Man, nothing too rough. And then we're gonna go Opale. O-P-A-L-E. Correct. It's gonna be 5051, I believe. Execute. And then cyyc. cyyc, execute. Again, I don't know why it does that. If you guys know, then let me know. And that's our route. Next thing we're gonna do, we forgot to set our parking brake, didn't we? Yep. Our speed brake stop armed. Actually, no, we don't even need those. We're just praying nothing bad happens. And then runway 8 right. Click save now. I think that's everything we need, if I'm correct. We're gonna go into our callouts here. And turn your checklist off. You're not even here, so 2500, 400. Turn it on. No, just go on. Come on. Nope. Call 400, 300, 200. Yes, 40 is going to be on again. Alright, so I think that's everything we need. Alright, so I think that's good. I think we're good. Auto throttle is on. And I think we're good. So we're going to be going GHLL4 is I think our taxi route, and I think G is right behind us, I believe. Sorry, this is my, like I said, fourth time attempting this or third time attempting this takeoff. So for pushback, going here, I like this feature about this plane. FS actions. We're going to see how much payload. I think we have 92 is what I said. Yeah, we have 92, so we're half full. You know, we'll set this to full. Why not? You can see how it lowers on its springs is what I like as well. Return, and we're going to go push back. We want our nose to go left. And we're going to want to go 79 degrees, I think is the taxiway here. We're going to just put that in here. It's going to calculate our total distance for us. I'm going to start it.
Ground.
Turn on our fasten seatbelts on.
We're all set to go up here. We've been cleared to push and start at your discretion.
Parking there, ready for push. Power here, clear, doors closed. We are ready for pushback. Please parking brake, please.
Parking brake is reset. I want to see if it does that weird ass thing again.
Okay, parking brake is on. Clear to push.
What is that stupid? We don't even have one. Alright, whatever.
Brakes off, here we go.
It's not a huge deal. I don't know why, but shreddies are so good. They're so good. They're amazing. They're just so good in the morning. I have to leave here at 7 o'clock in the morning, so Hopefully this flight doesn't take that long. I'm all showered and everything. I got up at 4:30. Take my dog out for a pee and everything. And if you don't take him out at around 7:30, he'll start barking and he'll make you get up. It's kind of annoying. Whatever. I'm the one who does it. So our flight today, excuse me, is going to approximately be an hour and 20 minutes. Or not 20 minutes, an hour and about 40, I believe.
Push is complete. Set record rate, please.
Alright, brakes are set and pressure's normal.
Okay, sir. No wires on. Pin is out. Watch your pin on the right.
Alright guys, thanks. You're cleared to disconnect. We will be watching for the pin and the release from guidance on the right side of the airplane. And
I am
next time through.
a member of WestJet Virtual. It's a virtual online for simmers and actual pilots. I was surprised how professional it is. Really surprised how professional about it is. I'm not using that simmer squawk box for anything today. Just for the length of this video, we don't want to make it too long, and sometimes you can't really hear what people on VATSIM are saying because I don't have the best mic and they can't hear me most of the time. So just for the sake of this video, and probably for all the videos that I'm going to be putting up, we're not going to make it according to VATSIM or Squawk Box or all that, but my pilot ID is 3012. Like I said, it's extremely professional website. I enjoy it. Please don't hit my wing bus. I would be pissed off. There we go, we didn't. Alright. So I think this is going to be G here, and then we're going to go H is right here. Oh, we have speed.
Vancouver ground, Pacifica Niner, Port Niner, with Alpha, ready to taxi, ILR. Pacifica Niner, Port Niner, taxi to and hold short of runway 8 left, taxiway.
I'm going too fast here. No. I'm at 14. I'm gonna tune H's real quick.
Taxi to and hold short runway. Vancouver Airport information.
Let's see what our barometer is supposed to do. So we have pretty much no wind. 3006, so we're dead on.
Altimeter 3006, ILS, runway 8, right, ILS, runway 8, left hand, visual, runway 8, Alpha.
So like I said, we're going to be flying to Calgary International Airport today. I do fly this route a lot in WestJet. This is my preferred airline. I love it. It's an awesome airline. I have nothing bad to say about it. But it's an easy flight. You're not really going all that far. You look left and right here just for safety. I know air traffic control would tell us to halt or do whatever, but sometimes they don't. Sometimes they're stupid. Most of the time they're stupid. Like half the time I don't even use it. It's a lot of the time it's BS. Trying not to exceed 20. I believe 20 is the taxiway speed limit, or 15. We're gonna go 20. Oh, speeding. We're just gonna say 20. I believe everything is set. We got seatbelt on. Sorry about that. Seatbelt is on. Oh, forgot to turn taxi lights on. I was forgetting something. The only thing about this plane that I really would change or add is a taxiway speed button. It would make life a lot easier. So basically it goes up and it won't let you, speeding again, it won't let you exceed 15 or 20 knots. That would be really easy. So if any PMDG developers listening, that would be really helpful, and I'm sure a lot of people agree. I'm sure a lot of people can also keep it underneath control. I think it may be just me. You never know. Alright, so we can pull over here. We're going to take down our heads-up display. I think we're going to have to put on the brakes a little bit. Sorry if this is laggy for you, it's just the recorder makes it a little bit laggy. Usually for me I get at least 30 to 50 frames per second with this game. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and turn our taxi lights on, turn our flight lights on. Air collision we can turn on right now, I guess. Let's go ahead and contact ground, or air traffic control, sorry. And I bought this plane about a week ago. I really like it. Bought this plane about a week ago, like I was saying, and I love it. It's because I bought it a week ago. I'm not the best, so if you guys have anything to say to improve what I'm doing, to improve the entertainment quality of what you guys are watching, please feel free to say it. I would greatly appreciate it. I really would, because I really want to get better at flying this plane. I'm good, like I can do great landings and make smooth landings, but I want to make it more realistic, you know? If I could set an example, or not set an example, give an example of what I would like to be in the future, is Frugal Sim. It's an amazing example. Frugal is an amazing simmer, and what he does is very professional. Alright, so enough of that. We're going to set this to 5,000. When it gets to 5, we're going to let go of the brakes. Brakes off, and we're going to put that to full. I believe my V speed rate now is 140 or 133. Rotating speed is 150, I believe, around there. And if everything goes good, we'll be flying the ILS approach on runway 34 at Calgary International Airport, which is a pretty simple runway to land on with ILS rotate. It's really not hard at all to fly the ILS approach on runway 34. So nice takeoff there. Positive right gear up. Alright, now if we can hold my hand steady while we change hands here. We did. Go into here. Oop, sitting a little bit. On our autopilot, which I does not want to do again. Please tell me you can work this time. I think maybe I have to get above. I'm only at 500 feet, so we might have to turn the plane manually at VR. Go ahead and do that right now. A little bit short, or a little bit too soon. But what we can do is we can go ahead here and hit speed. Or you disappear me. Oh, I'm going way too hard. I wasn't even paying attention there. Oops. Aiden goofed. Go ahead and do that. Set flap to 0. So we're going in a nice steady turn here. Trying to get that to the pink line as smooth as we can. And hopefully from there we can turn our autopilot on. I like flying it up to about 3,000, 4,000 manually. If I'm correct, and I might be wrong, I think the pilots fly in real life fly it up to 3,000 manually and then turn on autopilot from there. If I'm correct, I might be wrong. Probably I'm wrong. I'm wrong about a lot of stuff. Alright, so now we can get to straight and level flight here. A little bit to the right here. Turn on our autopilot. We turn on first time. No. Why aren't you turning on? Why is nothing turning on? You gotta be kidding me. Straight and level. Let's get over here. Sharp turn there. Oh, almost had it. What are you doing that I don't know? What am I doing wrong? Please tell me. I don't know. I'll be close enough to that one. But autopilot does not want to kick in right now. I'll fly this manually for a little bit. Can't keep it straight and up. Eight inside. Come on. I don't know why you do that. Someone can tell me why I have to click it many times for it to actually engage. Ooh, I think I know what's wrong. We're going to go to the menu, on the plmdg setup, options, simulation, service base, no. It's going to be AP something, auto throttle, manual override, never. Pilot, oh, is that here? Realistic autopilot engagement. Off. I think that's what's wrong. Yeah, that's what's wrong. So we're going to capture LNAV. We're going to capture it. We're going to turn U on a vertical speed of. No, we don't want you minus. We want you positive. About 800. Or not. Yeah, I think that's realistic autopilot engagement. You have to be a straight and level flight for you to actually be able to turn autopilot on, which is, it's alright, but sometimes if you're flying with your left hand to try to engage autopilot, it can get really annoying. Because half the time you'll get it and then it'll flick off before you even get to do anything. So I don't mind turning that off. Alright, we can go back here, go into menu. At least I figured it out. I can leave that off now. Alright, we can turn you back. Speed brakes are down, I believe. Yeah, they're down. We can go in here and see when we're going to be at YDC. We can even pick that up. Oops. 900. 850 is good. As long as we're at that at YDC. A little bit after YDC will be good. As long as we're not losing a lot of speed, because that was what was happening last time, is we were losing insane amounts of speed. Like, we were almost stalling. It was unbelievable. I really do not want that, oops, happen again. It was really pissing me off. What? 900 is good. Too confusing the plane. That's probably what happened last time. I clicked too many buttons. Turn seatbelt sign off. As soon as we get above 10,000 feet, which we're not, we can turn our wheel light off, which is the last one. Wheel light. Turn you off. Anti-collision logo, yes. Probe positions code. Anti-collision we need on. Wing we can have on. Alright, so we can have a turn logo off. It's daytime now. And we got all those off. We just need to get about 10,000 feet. There we go. Turn you. Oh, I thought I was turning for a second. They're looking like that. Confused there. Sorry, guys. There for a moment. That's probably already going to be off. It's auto, I think it's set to. Circuit breakers, we turn it on, and turn it to the left. Alright, so we basically have no lights on, we're just using the light from the sun at the moment. If we look here, I'll tell you when we're going to start our descent. Kettle is when we're going to start our descent. It's going to be about 120 to 200 nautical... 120 to 200... Oh my god, I can't even talk right now. 120 to 140 nautical miles away from our destination. We're a little bit close. Wow, that was really close to hitting that. Well, we didn't. We lived. We're going to be flying over there, so we should probably turn this up 1 or 2 more notches. I'm just looking at our speed, because if somebody can tell me why that's happening as well, is when I'm... Say if I go up to a regular climbing altitude of 1800 is regular, I drop speed like that. Like I literally go into stalling, and it kind of makes me mad, but then I realize that since I'm still talking. Yeah, I am. Alright. Just want to make sure I'm still talking. I just wanted to make sure I'm still talking. I said that 3 times, but you know what? It's early in the morning, I have an excuse. I just, it just drops speed like insane amounts. Like I'll literally go from 250 to 120 or 140, almost stalling, or stalling. Like my stalling comes on. It's ridiculous. It takes like I don't know, because I know that an average climb speed is around 1800 to 2500 after takeoff, but I have to go 1000 to 1200, I don't know why. Alright guys, but I'll be right back. I gotta go throw my dish in the sink and have a smoke, so be back in like 5 minutes. I will pause you, and I'll see you back in 5 minutes. Alright guys, I am back. Sorry for the pause there. I know I was smoking. It's a disgusting habit, I know, trust me. I'm quitting. Today's Tuesday. Yep, my mother gets back tomorrow, and both her and I are quitting smoking together to make it a little bit easier, I guess. But we're gonna try our best to quit smoking. But let's talk about something. Tell me what you guys like about this game and what I can do to make it more enjoyable for you. Anything. Like I'm gonna try to make a sim. Like my username is AidenSim, so I'm gonna be playing different sims, but mostly I'm gonna be making flight simulator videos, because I think in the fall, hopefully this fall, if I have enough money, I'm going to upgrade at a university to get my math and English down, so I can join the Air Force, go to the Royal Canadian Military College in Kingston, Ontario. Hopefully, fingers crossed, to join the Air Force. Yeah, I've always loved flying. My whole life I've dreamed of becoming a commercial airline pilot, and this is the closest I can get, because I'm not extremely rich, and I can't pay $70,000 to get into flight school like that. Ooh, got a little bit of turbulence. So, yeah, so we're gaining some speed here. Come back down now. But yeah, my plan is after I'm done with the Air Force, after my 15 years is up of service, I'm going to try to become a commercial airline pilot. and that has been my ultimate goal since I was a little kid. The first time I went to an airport, I think I decided I wanted to be a commercial airline pilot. My friends are all jealous because I know what I want to do with my life and all that kind of stuff. All my friends are potheads. I have smoked pot a couple times, but I'm not a heavy user. Do not want to. I mean, it's fun, it's nice to relax, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it. If you get caught, you're screwed. There's like 50% of the opportunities you have in your world are like taken for jobs, and those jobs are mostly good jobs. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to do since I was a little tiny kid, is fly planes. I've always loved planes. Alright, so let's get a story going on here. What's a good story to tell? Well, I got one. I don't know why I thought of this earlier. But last night, I live on an acreage, right? And we have he's a caretaker, but not really a caretaker. He lives on our land and everything. It was about 11:30 at night, and a tow truck comes into our yard. We didn't lock the front gate because we live in a place where it's no break-ins happen. It's not usual for someone to try to come in and take something that's yours. Anyways, a tow truck comes in, and 3 guys were in it at around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, they were sitting at the boat launch that lives off of the Boat River right by our house. We live right on the Boat River, and so there's a boat launch. Excuse me, just not far from our house. And when I drove my car down there just to check out the river, I saw a tow truck driver there, and I was talking to him for a bit there. And there was 3 guys in the truck. And so, go back home, everything, we're asleep. All of a sudden we get a loud banging on our door, and it was their caretaker, our caretaker on our land, and he comes out. He's holding a shotgun and tells us to grab our shotguns. So me and my dad grab our shotguns, and we go outside. And Glenn has these guys in their truck, and Glenn's truck, a Duramax diesel, hooked up to his truck, and they were about to take it. So Glenn comes out with his massive gun and was threatening to shoot the guy, and the guy put down his truck and said I'm sorry and all that kind of stuff. And Glenn had the gun right up to him, and so all I did was I grabbed Glenn and I told him to put his gun down because he doesn't want, why would you just randomly shove a gun in somebody's face? Like, I mean, have it by your side, but don't point it at him until he actually comes at you. Anyways, long story short, these guys broke into our house to try to get an expensive truck to sell. I mean, the drivetrain and the tranny of the Duramax diesel is incredible, and it's an 02, I believe, and 02, I think, were the best made things like that. So it's worth a lot of money. It's worth a hell of a lot of money. So yeah, they tried to break into our house, and I woke up at 11:30 at night with Glenn and a shotgun. Like, that's something to wake up to, right? So yeah, it was a pretty eventful night. And then I was down here, I was leaving my house, my farm with my dad, to go back to my house, or my dad's farm. I live mostly with my dad at the acreage in Calgary. I was going back to Cranston in Calgary, to my mom's house, where I'm staying right now, because my mom's gone. I like having the house to myself. I was going there, and all of a sudden I see that green tow truck again. And I turned around immediately and went to talk to my dad about it, and he said, don't do anything but go and get his license plate number. So I went and got his license plate number and called it in and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it was a crazy night. One of the most eventful nights I've ever had in my life, that's for sure. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. But it was crazy. It definitely was. It was a memorable night, that's for sure. I've never really had anybody try to take anything that's mine that's not theirs. That's for sure. Just check and see if my door's locked. But anyways, that's that. We are currently at 17,000 feet, which is flight level 170, and a speed of 250 nautical miles an hour. So we're holding speed good this time. Hopefully it doesn't get too gnarly. And so, we're going to go in here to our FMC, and we're going to go into our departures and arrival page. I don't usually touch our departure page, but arrival at cyyc. If you ever have something that, this is another tip that I learned from famous FSX simmers such as Dan the Great or Frugal Sim is one of my favorite guys to watch. Shout out to Frugal Sim. I know he's not going to respond, but whatever. I learned from them that if you're ever going to, if you ever say something bad happens to your plane and you need to turn back right away, go back into your approach at the airport that you took off from, and basically ILS runway whatever, right? That's just something that I learned. I would usually just fly and try to make it to another airport and program it in, but I realized that's probably not the best. We'll turn this up a little bit. Go to 1300. See, like, I guess it's not bad. I guess we're holding speed pretty good, but like, I don't know, it just loses speed so easy. Anyways, enough of that. If you guys know, let me know, then I'll fix it. But we're gonna go into our ILS. Hopefully, if everything is good, which we have a good barometric pressure or altimeter setting. Altimeter, whatever you want to call it, setting. So it's not that drastic. So we're going to, hopefully, if everything goes good, be flying ILS approach on Calgary International Airport on runway 34. Execute. That's if everything goes good, and if not, we can change it. So when we get to Kettle or Hauser, sorry, we're gonna basically tell our plane about here. We will tell our plane to go straight to G8BOL, and if we're going to our legs, that's going to be our approach, right there. These three are going to be our approach into Calgary International Airport. And so when we get to Hauser, we're going to basically tell our plane to go straight to Gabel, or GABOL, and that right here is the altitude that you need to be at. So you need to be at flight level, or not flight level, 5,200 feet in the air or lower. Hopefully we're not too high above that, but I can see about 200 to 300 more than that if everything goes good. So we're basically going to tell our plane to go straight to there at Hauser. That's if everything goes good and if we are told to land on runway 34. But I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to. Nothing too drastic is happening right now. So that's that. I'm pretty sure we're all good here. We can tune our auto brake to 1 or 2. I prefer 2. Sometimes on landings, I accidentally throw the throttle up a little bit too much. Throw my throttle up a little bit too much when I don't need to. When I don't need to, so I'm going to turn that up a little more. Hopefully I don't start randomly losing a shit ton of speed. Yeah, we're good. So we're turning our descent rate, we're turning our plane towards Kettle. And Kettle, see, like, we're not going to have any time to descend. Like, it's a really short flight. We're probably going to start descending. Actually, we can start descending at, yeah, we'll start descending at Hauser, hopefully. I mean, if sooner, possibly sooner. We can, at Hauser, we'll turn our speed down, that's for sure. Hopefully everything goes good. I don't know, but when I'm flying by myself and not recording, I can do a flight perfectly every time. But when I'm talking to you guys, it takes so much longer to do things. It takes so much longer to do things that I forget about things, and all this stuff happens. We can see, I already forgot to turn my lights off. I remembered, but we are at almost at 25,000 feet, so turn our taxi lights off. We can turn our logo. I think I already turned that off after. We're looking good. Well, yeah, like I was saying, if you guys have any ideas for me to do in future videos, then let me know. I'll be happy to. I mean, I can buy a game, but if it's like 60 bucks and it's a game that I don't really know, then I probably won't buy it. Anything but Euro Truck Simulator. I do not get the point in that video game. It's driving a truck. I drive my car every day. I don't get the difference between that and that. So that beeping sound that you heard or not heard that means that we're we're less than 1,000 to go to 25,000 our designated altitude. If you guys have any tips or things or add-ons that you guys want me to buy to enhance the game, this game, then feel free to let me know too. Alright, so we're going to turn our heading right now to 343. We're not going to engage it yet at all until we get to JBOL. We're going to turn our course to 343 because our runway, if you guys didn't know, every runway in the world, I believe, is the runway safe. It's runway 34. Doesn't matter if it's runway 34 left or 34 right. It's going to be the first 2 digits or the first 1 digit is going to be the same thing as the degrees that the runway is heading. So say course 343, runway is number 34, and say Vancouver, there's a runway called 8 right and 8 right, or 8 right and 8 left, sorry. The runway degree heading is going to be 088, I believe. So it's called runway 80. Excuse me. So that way we can just double check, but I'm pretty sure LNAV will pick it up, but if LNAV fails for some reason, it's just a backup to use. I mean, usually I fly this at 30,000 feet to 33,000 feet, but we're just going to keep it nice and low today. I mean, it's not all that low that we're going to collide with anything. We're still a good chunk off the land. This is the Rocky Mountains, by the way. They're not like they are in real world. Real world, they're really steep. They're always snowy. Don't like, what do we have here set on? Off, good. We're dim. We can turn you off. We don't need you, don't we? And I really like this plane compared to the Boeing 737 that comes with the original FSX. It's garbage. It doesn't even compare to this plane. This plane is so well advanced in its operating systems and everything. I can't even like put a number on how much it compares because there is none. This plane, it's like everybody thinks that, or at least I thought that when I bought the plane, my flight simulation will go way down, because there's so many buttons to press, and it's true in a sense that this plane would be a lot easier if you have, say, an automatic first officer to your right that you can just tell to do something or do that or do this or. But this plane is really easy to fly. Once you're up in the air and you've programmed everything into your flight management computer, everything on this plane is easy. It truly, truly is. And your flight simulation will go way, way better. There's so many dials that can help you with landing. There's so many things in this plane that'll help you. Like the vanilla Minecraft, or not. I just said Minecraft, didn't I? The Minecraft. I just said. God, it's too early for me to wake me up. The vanilla. I even just forgot what I was going to say. You know what? I don't think I should wake up this early again. I'm sorry. What is that? I think that's Kelowna. I believe. I'm in front of the airport. Where are you? No, that's not you. We'll come on data anyways. going to be? I believe cyvk. Yeah, I believe that's Kelowna. I believe it's Kelowna. There's an airport over there. Kelowna, when you come in from from Abbotsford or whatever, the airport's going to be a little bit off. I don't know if I can see a runway here. Usually you can see a runway. There's a bridge. So, oh shit, that's not Kelowna. It's on a river. What am I talking about? Never mind. Therapy moments once again. Yeah, like this plane is just awesome, and it looks amazing too. Like every livery that comes with the plane that you can get on the forums, they look amazing. Like in the original Boeing 737 PMDG NGX that comes with the livery that comes with the PMDG Boeing 737 NGX, this hump is not on it. But this hump is famous for WestJet flights. It's famous for that. I think it's called the hump. I believe it's called the hump. But yeah, it's famous. But the original livery that comes with just the PMDG logo, that is not there. It's not there whatsoever. So the liveries are even amazing on this plane. Like every livery, I have a couple liveries. This is my favorite just because I am part of WestJet Virtual. I love using it, and like I like the way it shines in the sun as well. Like you can see how it changes and all that with your different camera angle. You do the WestJet picture right there. Except the plane's going that way. Proudly Canadian. I do use sometimes Air Canada when I'm flying other planes, but this is my favorite for sure. The next flight I'm going to be doing with my series is probably going to be to Los Angeles International Airport. That's another amazing place to fly for me. It's really detailed and all that. That ass. Kidding. But yeah, just this whole plane is just so, I can't even believe it. Like I would pay $100 for this plane if it was that much. I wouldn't pay $100 for a lot of planes or a lot of video games. But for this, like something that I do like every day, is play this game, I would pay that much. I really, really would. It's just amazing, and it adds so much fun to the game. So if anybody is debating buying it because they think it's going to be too hard to fly, trust me, it's not. It's really not. It's really not that bad at all. So we're pretty good here. Access data. Turn off airport. And if you guys want me to add any more add-ons or stuff, try to make it free. Like I can hopefully buy FS to Crew is what I want to buy as well. I want to buy FS to Crew, yes I do. And I want to buy Track IR or Track FR or whatever it's called, Track IR I believe. Where you basically just move your head and that's where the camera goes. I think that'd be pretty cool to have. What else do I want to get? Easy dock camera would be pretty nice too. This adds to the simplicity of the game. We have air traffic controller talking to us now? No? I'm just hearing things. So right away we're going to turn our... forgot to do this earlier. turn our communications radio to tune into Calvary. I think it's automatic something information system, ATIS, I think it's called. But when we're about 80 nautical miles from Calgary, it'll kick in and it'll give us our barometer setting and all that we have to do. What kind of weather we're expecting there. I am using real weather or real world weather, just the stock one that comes with the game. I don't mind it. I really do like it. I like the realism of it. Well, I have a funny story about that too. I did not check the weather in Honolulu International Airport when I was flying there one time from Vancouver, using my WestJet livery from WestJet Virtual. And when I got to there, it was extremely stormy, and all the islands were messed up. All the islands were underneath Cat 2, I believe, winds, and everyone was IFR. So I basically had to try to land my plane. I didn't land it in Honolulu. I was trying for other ones, but they were all like that. So I tried to land my plane in a Cat 2 wind, and it was easy. Not necessarily easy. I couldn't use my autopilot because the winds were so extreme. It would just blow it off track every time, and it was really, really moving, if that's a word. It was moving really hard. And so, by the way, we're not going to start our descent at Kettle. That's too far away. We're going to probably start it halfway between Kettle and Hauser. But I landed. It was not the best landing. I had to turn my auto brake setting to 3. I had to set my auto brake to 3 because I did land about 3/4 or a quarter weight down the runway. So I didn't have that much room to stop, but I did land successfully in one of the islands. I forget what one it is. That's the only problem with using real world weather. I like to fly to Calgary when I use real world weather because I do live in Calgary. So it's not bad. Alright, so we are approximately 160 nautical miles from Calgary. We're over halfway, or just about halfway to Calgary right now. Not much else to say. And if you guys have any questions for me, my next video that I'm going to be posting, I'm going to be answering questions that anybody has to ask. You can ask anything and I will answer them. I really will. And I'll try to get to most people. I'm not expecting that many people to even watch this video, just because I'm not a popular guy. I'm not the most popular guy on YouTube. That's definitely for sure. So at 40 nautical miles to Hauser, we'll start our descent. That way it gives us about 120 nautical miles. A nice thing to know about when to start your descent too. Let me pull up my calculator here, just to make sure, double check. So right now we're at a flight level of 250, or which in case is 25,000. So you're going to type in your calculator 25000 or 25. Sorry, you're just going to basically take 3 zeros off of it. Take 3 zeros off of it, so it's going to be 25 times 3. It's going to be 75. So you're going to start your descent 75 nautical miles away out of a descent of approximately 800 to 1,000 is a safe distance. It's just to double check, and it's what a lot of pilots use. It's just a simple method to decide when you're going to start descending and all that. But we're going to make a slow descent of probably about 200 to 300 nautical miles, or a vertical speed of 200 to 300. So we're going to be nice slow descent to 5,200, which is what GABOL, can't see it from there, what GABOL, can't see it from there either. GABOL wants us to be at 5,200 at there, and that's 7 nautical miles away from Calgary. So that's about 2,000 feet in the air away from Calgary at 7 nautical miles an hour. So that's not bad. We could be a little bit higher, but you know what? We'll just leave it at that. And another amazing thing about this plmdg, I don't know if I've already said it or not, is this. I don't use it that much, but I don't mind to use it at all either. It shows pretty much everything. That is the wind direction and wind speeds. We have 22 knot winds, tailwinds. So, or I think tailwinds? Headwinds or tailwind? I think that's a tailwind because it's pushing us that way. And this is your speed tape. That's how fast we're going. And anything above this and above 30,000 feet, it would change to Mach. And Mach is the reference to the Mach speed. Like, say a plane is going Mach 2, like a fighter jet or whatever, it'll be going Mach 2. But we're going Mach 0.6. So that's roughly 250. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong. We have a vertical speed of 0 because we're not descending or climbing at anything. And this is where your nose is pointing. That's where your nose is pointing. This is your horizontal line indicator. That's 0. Put it that way. That's 0 degrees level. I guess, I don't know, 0 degrees something. I don't know. See how it changed to 50 there? Because we're a little bit low, it'll change us up and increase speed according to our altitude. That right there, that is where we're going to be at when we reach something. It's nothing now because we're not high or anything like that, but that is where we will be. I'll show you that later. But yeah, that's an amazing thing to add. It creates such a easier flight to have. And I don't like using it sometimes, but I don't mind using it. So we don't have that bad of winds. It's definitely nothing to be concerned about. It might affect our landing a little bit, but definitely not much. We can lower our speed, our altitude here. We can lower our speed now to about 235. We just don't want our pitch to go up crazily. 230. We can lower this to about 5,200, but not engage it to where closer to Hauser, just to add a little bit less thing to do. I'm not going to increase it yet. And so at Hauser we can change our course to GOBAL or GOBAL. Don't know how they want me to pronounce it, but that's how I'm going to pronounce it. So it is right now. It's not 5 o'clock in the morning. What am I talking about? It is now 4 o'clock in the morning. So what? Did I wake up too early? I should be just getting up. I used my alarm on my computer. Oh. Fuck, I could have had 2 extra hours of sleep. After this video, I'm going to go to bed for an extra hour. I use my computer that I use my alarm that's preset on my computer, but my time is off. My time is off on my computer. God damn it, I'm stupid. I should have realized that. Yeah. No wonder I'm so tired. Whatever. It's not a big deal. I went to bed pretty early last night. I was really tired. I went paintballing. So, I went paintballing at Bragg Creek. I don't know if you guys know where Bragg Creek paintball is, but it's probably by far the best arena or place to paintball. It's amazing amounts of fun. They have, I think, 5 or 6 different courses, and you can choose from any which one. So we've been flying right now for approximately an hour, or not an hour, sorry, 50 minutes. So we're going to get there in not even an hour and 40 minutes. This is a simulator, so I don't think it's actual correct distances. So when Hauser reaches about there, we can do it. We are at flight level 250, and the first time I tried it, I said that I was over, but I was at 33,000 feet in the air, not 2,500, so 75 nautical miles, so I'm not even going to be listening to my rant about how to decide what correct altitude to descend at. I think we're going to be fine. But we are going to change our heading to GOBAL later on. I should have been more realized that I shouldn't have gotten up. I should have looked at the time. So what does that mean? I got up at 4 o'clock on my computer. I got up at 2 o'clock. Got up at 2 o'clock in the morning and started playing video games thinking it was 4 o'clock. So it's not 4 o'clock. I gotta get up at 6, so I gotta get up at 5. So I'll be able to go to sleep for an extra half an hour, hopefully. It's not gonna hurt me that much. I went to bed at like 8 o'clock last night, so I did get quite a bit of sleep. I could just stay up. Half an hour is not really a big difference. Do gotta get started on my day though. Alright, so we're pretty good. I don't think we have to do anything. I have to flick seatbelt sign on in here a bit. We are pretty low. But you know what? Who cares, right? Who gives a shit? Alright guys, well I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna pause the video. And I'll be back in a little bit. Alright, what's up guys? I am back. It's only gone for a little bit. I paused the game as well. I thought I might as well. We're close to our objective, so we are good on fuel. And one more thing. If you ever do flights, like if you have a lot of time and you're doing quite a bit of short pops across the airports, always check your fuel. always check your fuel. I remember I was flying from Vancouver to Abbotsford to Calgary to LAX, and I refueled at Abbotsford, but when I got to Calgary I forgot to refuel, so I ran out of fuel on my way to Calgary, or onto Los Angeles International Airport. So, just another tip. I was thinking about it when I went outside of things to talk about. I am rambling on and on about it on here. If you guys don't like my voice or whatever, just mute it, or just watch another video. It'd probably be better. One thing I hate too is people hating on my videos. It's really annoying. It does not affect me in any way. But yeah, like I said, if you want me to do anything that's reasonable, then let me know. I'd be happy to entertain you guys. I'm going to be doing videos probably 2 to 3 times a week, doing nice flight videos. As I get better, you guys will see my progression and all that kind of fun stuff. So yeah, please let me know. I do appreciate anybody who comments. Anybody who comments, I will look at it. Unless it's hate, I will just click delete. It doesn't make any difference to me whether you don't like my channel or not. Alright, but enough about that. I'm going to start our descent here. Let's see where that line pops up. So we're going to descend a little faster. 300, 350, 400. And we're just waiting for that green line to pop up. Yeah, there it is. We're gonna probably have to descend quite a bit more. till we get back. That should be perfect. I'm gonna lower our speed once again to 220. Our speed is climbing. Slow, so I'm gonna raise that up to 50. Should take it down. And another good trick that I do know is if you guys are really on your descent, like really fast, you low enough, of course you're low enough and you're not that fast too. If you're below 250 but you want to be at like 200 or whatever and you're low enough, you can also put down your gear. If you're close enough to the airport and all that, it will slow you down a lot. It will, trust me. I do use speed brakes quite often. Like I said, I'm getting used to this game, or this plane, so I'm not trying to figure out all its quirks and tips I could do. So, route. I got Opale. At Opale we're gonna go straight to Gabble. So our flight plan, instead of going straight to Calgary, what we're gonna do is when we get to OPALE, we're gonna basically hit this once and then hit Opale, and that'll basically take us straight there. And that green line is where we're going to be at 5,200. That should be good. So if we go in here, like you can also open your heads-up display by clicking that, and it'll pop it up. That's around where we're going to be 5,200. It'll be lower. I mean, it looks like it's pointing up into the sky right now, but we will be there around there or there. I mean, I think GABOL is around there. Whatever, we'll figure it out when we get closer. I know we're going to be at the proper altitude around there, so got our heading, everything. Below 10,000, you have to be below 15,000 feet in the air. I think you have to be below 250, I think is the international speed limit for airways. I am a big flight guy. The only thing I really watch on YouTube, besides skateboarding videos, is flight videos. I love flying. And I'm sure everybody that plays this game is an aspiring pilot or loves to fly flight simulators or do simulators like that. So yeah, we are above the Rocky Mountains, and I don't know if you guys like have the same feeling too, but when I am flying through the Rocky Mountains in this game, and I'm flying from Abbotsford, I can see gullies like this. I don't know if they're exactly geologically the same, but I do see like mountains like this and all that. The rivers, like, they do look exactly the same. I don't know. I'm just speaking out loud right now. Just speaking out loud. That's how I am. I'm a really talkative person. I do like to talk. That's for sure. I don't have ADD or ADHD or anything like that, but I do like to talk. And plus, it is pretty early in the morning, and I'm probably overtired or extremely hyper. I don't know which one. Don't know yet. But yeah, I don't know. So if you guys do like these videos, please give it a thumbs up. That's how I get more likes. Subscribe if you feel that you want to. I'm not forcing you to subscribe. I mean, it is nice for it to get subscribers. And it definitely is nice to get subscribers. And let me know where you guys are. Just comment randomly where you guys live. It would be really nice to know where the fans or people that are watching my video are coming to. Even if you don't like my video, just say where you are. And I know I'm not the best at this game. Definitely know I'm not the best at this game. I'm still learning. I've had this playing for less than a week, or a week today, I believe. But please, just don't hate. There's no need for it. Really, it's just annoying. That's all it is. And we might get some terrain warnings up here, I'm guessing. Most likely get terrain warnings. I know I'm not descending properly. I should be at probably at 25,000 descending right now at approximately 800 or 1,000. 1,400 to 1,800 I believe is the proper descent, but I think we're going at a pretty cool rate right now. We're not gaining out speed, and we're not doing anything. And our plane doesn't look like it's wickedly pitched up. I love that you can actually see the glistening of the plane, right? And that would be a cool picture right there. I do pretty much abuse the screenshot button in this game. I don't know, like when you're having long flights, I'm a really photographic person. I love taking photos of everything. Really do. So we're probably gonna be perfect, almost a little bit short. So we're almost at Farns here, approaching Calgary. We have been flying. I'm not saying the total amount that we've been recording, but we have been flying now for what? An hour and 10 minutes. We've been in the air. And we will get to Calgary in probably another 20 minutes, is what I'm guessing. Oh, do you know what we forgot to do? We forgot to turn the seatbelt sign on. I mean, we've been on a slow descent, it's not like it's crazy, so it's probably about the right time. Everybody that does watch my videos, I really do appreciate it. Truly, truly do. Canada Air Pilot. That's what we need. An aerodome shot of Calgary International Airport is what I'm looking at right now. I do have all the stars and all the ILS approaches for runway 34, 10, 28, 25, 07, and 16. I do have all of them because I do really fly a lot to Calgary. It's one of my favorite airports to fly to. So hopefully, if everything goes good, which I'm pretty sure it will, we will try to exit at Charlie 4 or Uniform or Charlie 4. That's what we're going for, and we're going to be turning right off of runway 34. Whoa. Turbulence. So we are not getting any TIS. Yeah, we're going to be able to clear these mountains up ahead, no problem. We're going to be at 5,200 there. We will get terrain warning if we get too close. We'll pull up our speed up. So we'll be able to contact them around here. We'll be able to contact them. Yeah, there we go. I was not expecting. I thought it was 80. But I guess it's about 50. Clouds below 20,000, temperature 14, dew point 11, altimeter 3008. Wow. Ooh. right? So it's not the same thing as a actual airport. So it says we're at 299.1 barometer setting. We are really close to these mountains. Whatever. We're at a good descent rate. We're not going to hit them at all. Tune that back down though to 1,200 or maybe even 950. Yeah, see, 950 would be good. So we're almost out of hail here, so we can get our legs page open, or our route page open. Okay, fuck. Shouldn't say the F word on the internet. Turn you off. Close the window. So you can see Calgary off in the distance here. That little gray is Calgary. And I believe that's Calgary. Yeah, that's Calgary. And the airport should be over here. Airport's over here. Calgary is right there. We are low, I know. Please don't tell me. Oh my god, you're so low. I can't believe it. Oh my god. I don't care. It's a flight simulator. One thing I do care about is if my landings are bad. And I will have to do this thing all over again if it's bad. Hopefully it's not. I mean, the one I can land. I can definitely land. It's not that. It's the Microsoft fatal errors that I hate. I think I've solved my fatal errors. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. But yeah, I believe I'm alright at this game. And the one it's really easy to mess up a landing in the game. It's really easy. Alright, so we're gonna hit GABOL and it's gonna pop up into our scratch pad here. As soon as we hit that, that's gonna say cyyc, like that. We're gonna basically just hit this and go like that. Awesome. Now it's gonna basically turn us that way, and we're gonna be lined up with the ILS on runway 34. There we go. That's what I'm trying to say. What'd you just say? Are we that close? Not bad. What did you just say? I didn't hear what he just said. Change altimeter? 2380. What is that? I don't know. Whatever. And that dotted line. Well, we can probably talk to Calgary right now. Maybe, maybe not. Spring Break, Turner Valley. Speed brake we have armed. No, we have it 50, don't we? Yeah, we can turn you to that. Hopefully we don't start gaining a whole bunch of speed. Yeah, we need you back 50. We get to 2500, we can turn that back to armed. Hopefully we don't get really too low, so it's unbearable that we're flying and you can basically touch the plane from the ground. It has happened before, but we hopefully don't have that. Turn our settings back a little bit. Basically, we need to be at 20 or 5,200 there. So that's still 10 nautical miles. We can turn you back even more. Just that it pretty much lines up right away, even a little bit before. That's probably perfect. And then you can see we turn, pull this up, we turn and follow that all the way to Calgary, which is right here. And we could probably contact them now. As soon as we clear that ridge, you can basically contact off Calgary. Oh, we are a little bit bumpy. We are a lot bumpy. Whoa. Whoa. Wind isn't bad in Calgary, according to the game. Calgary International Airport. Boom. 118.4. We are going to Request full stop landing. 29 miles southwest with Romeo to land. Runway 16. Alright, we gotta go to a different one. Pause. Runway 16. I've never had to land on runway 16. I'm gonna go departure and approach runway Alice, runway 16. Execute. And now we're gonna go to a route page, and we're gonna route legs. Route, next page. We're basically gonna go fly, and we're gonna go ELBRO and do straight there and execute. Wasn't a huge disadvantage, but it's BS, man. 5,100. Oh. So we could probably even lower this even more. And what do we have to be at? I've honestly, every single time I've landed at this airport, I've never had to land anywhere other than runway 34. Weird. Weird. It's not a huge inconvenience though. We're not gonna die. Probably lower you to 200. 200 is probably good. No, we'll leave you at 210. There. And when we're at Elro, we'll make sure you're at 180. We can lower our flaps to armed, hopefully. Even lower you way more too. I don't know why we have to land there. We are pretty low. That's the one thing I do have problems in this game with. It's my descent. I always descend way too early. But you know what? As I start playing this game more with this plane, I'm sure I'll be able to fix that. Sure, I'll be able to fix that. So you can see Calgary off in the distance. There's Calgary. Calgary looks alright. I mean, doesn't look bad. Like you can see the Husky Tower, Bank of Montreal Tower, sorry, Calgary Tower. And if we were looking at Calgary right now, that'd be Calgary. I would be living, where am I? I would be on this side of the river. No, I'd be on this side. I'd be living like right there. No, right there. Right there. Around right there. That's where I'd be living. Just if you guys want to know. So we are about 2,000. We are really low, but you know what? It's fine. We're not bad. I mean, if we were like extremely low, I would pull up. But this is what we need to be at, in a sense. Turn you down more though, that's for sure. Because we need to be at that altitude there. We're gonna make a hard turn. down to there. To there, we're gonna turn. Less than 1,000 to go. Hee hee. Don't know why I did that, but I think Calgary International Airport is right there. Yeah, we're gonna be landing on that runway right there. Alright. So we're gonna go over here, like I've explained and showed you, on that way, and then we're gonna basically turn and then come in. Turn on our landing lights. We should have done that at 10,000. We can lower our gear. You can hear the engines getting higher because we turned on our pull down our gear. Why, thank you. That's our landing. That's the runway right there, most likely. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Leave. I hope. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Alright, so landing gears down, flaps. Turn the flaps on. We don't really need them. We'll turn them on. Flaps 2. Put on flaps 2. Speed brake down. That's one big why. Speed brakes to armed. Whoa. So that's us. That's the airport. That's not runway 16. That's runway 10. Runway 16 is that one. I don't know if you can see it, but it comes up here. We're low, not bad. That's us. Look guys, that's us. It's Calgary International Airport. Look at us. We're inside the tower. Can't look around. Damn it. We're gonna be an air traffic controller. Not bad. Definitely not bad. We can definitely lower our speed now. Over 170. Start our turn here soon. Turn all the way around there. It's going to be a hard turn, that's for sure. It's going to be Z, Y, C, and B. Hopefully this turns out so I don't have to record this video 4 times. But if I have to, I'm going to record it after work. That is for sure. Because it's only 4:30 and we've been flying for an hour and 20. No, let me figure this out. I have my watch set. Hour and a half. Roughly an hour and 25 minutes, 26 minutes. So like I said, this game, well, we're probably going to be at gates in an hour and 40, an hour and 30 minutes. We had a nice tailwind all the way here, so it was pushing us a little bit faster than we were actually going. So yeah, fine, fuck off. So you said 3008 and now we're at 3004. It lied to us. Alright, I don't have to take over anything yet. I can leave LNAV, VNAV, and all that on. All that fun stuff. We turn auto throttle off soon. When we can see the airport. What did you want me to be at? 587, so we'll turn this down to 58. Go minus 100. 250. See what you're at then. Starting our turn now. Holy steep turn. So we're going to be able to see Calgary International Airport. We're going to turn flaps 5 off in our distance here. 5.8, and then we have to be at 3605 there. I'll take over at cyyc-cyvrv. Try to make a nice smooth landing here. Probably gonna just take a straight there instead of a. Yeah, perfect. So Calgary International Airport is gonna be off to our left. Left here soon. Because we are at Power 48. It didn't take long. We should be able to see the airport. Should be off in our distance a little bit here. Yeah, right there. So we're going to let the plane get closer, and at ZY, or at, what is it? Runway 16, we're going to be at that. So, turn you down to 36. When we get to 36, we'll initiate it, and when we get close enough, we'll turn you off. At ZY, we'll take control of the airplane when we get close enough. Whew, I need a pee. Should have done that before we were 5 nautical miles away from the airport. We'll turn it down now. 150. Alright. Let's get into that nerve-wracking part of the episode, or the flight. The flap's full now. I'm gonna lower our thing here, thingamajig. We have 5,000. Initiate that, we're gonna take us down. 16 is gonna be the one right in front of us. Mind using it, but it's kind of annoying. Alright, autopilot off. LNAV off, auto throttle off. Yes, fuck! That should only beep like 2 or 3 times. That annoys me so much. So that line that you see right there, that's where we're gonna be if we continue on this path. So just keep that in mind. That's what I use a lot. So we're looking good. You can also judge by the primary flight display how you are with lining up with the runway. So we're looking really good. We got a nice flight path here. Landing this plane is so easy. Like, you could do it in your sleep pretty much. So now you gotta speed up. Lower our speed. Pretty much to idle now.
400. Sync rate.
You can just ignore that, really. Touching down right here.
10.
Oh, get down. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Nose down. Brakes should be on. Reverse thrusting on. There we go. That's how you land the Boeing 737 NGX. Alright. Turn back on the runway here. We're at 40. 45. Alright. Power up till you hear power up till you hear that beeping. Yes, fuck, I don't know. Alright, now you can turn off here. We're going to be turning to the left. And where do we at? What did we just turn off at?
738, contact ground on 121.9.
Oops. Break here. Alright guys, thank you for listening to me talk throughout this whole video. Really, really do appreciate it. It was fun talking to you guys, I guess. It was definitely fun. But yeah, just like, comment, subscribe, anything you want to do is fine with me. Just please don't hate. It doesn't make sense. It's not going to affect my life. But yeah, I'm going to end the video here. And thank you guys for watching. Do whatever you guys want and have a wicked day. Thank you.